one last video on this simulation effort here. One thing that we want to do often is describe to somebody afterwards what we did and why we did it. We often get really keen and excited about what we're doing and forget to take screenshots and all the rest. How do we get back there and show the order of events or the logic in where we ended up? We can use the advantage to our doing all this stuff is every time we do a simulation, Fusion will save a copy. This is kind of great. So what we can do is go in and, why do I keep saying what we can do? We can go in and open these selectively at the back end. So if I open, for example, old versions, I see where we are. I can take a screenshot of this. And if we do have, for example, simulation data, you'll see we get a little error up here, or a little warning, you're in the not latest version. But let's try going into simulation and see what's in here. Is there anything? No. So this one is our originator. I'm just going to undo to make sure everything's fine. Sorry, you're not seeing my keystrokes here. I'll try and get this to work. So what we're doing here is looking through older versions to see our logic. So for example, this version 2, I can open this. And it will keep them both open. You see V7 in the back here. After a moment, it's thinking. There we go. And it'll go to where you were looking last time. This, we actually are in the results here. So if we wanted, we could get this all set up and do some, whatever we want to do and get some screenshots or anything like that of this version. So you can see we've come quite far. Right? We've got a fairly janky mesh here. So it's up to us how we want to collate or collect or take screenshots or whatever we want. Once you've done that, just simply close this. I just usually undo back to where I was so I don't accidentally save something strange, and then I can open things. So you can see here saved because of simulation solves. So each one is a simulation, which is what we went through in all the videos. So we're going to ask for, in our course here, give us some justification or steps or something in your PDF. This is one way to go back and get those pieces of data or logic and showing everybody, including your future work group, what the logic was and all that sort of stuff as you go along. So it's a handy way to be able to see what you did, and it lets you kind of frees you of keeping track of everything in a sort of very thorough way as you go, because sometimes you get keen to get an idea and do something. One last thing, if you go into simulation, you can, if I can find it here, you used to be able to make a report. Let's see if we can find a report here. Used to be under results. Oh. It'd be useful if I was in the results. So look in results. Hello, Colin. Look for a report. What this will do, you can also do this in your history file versions. You can generate reports as you go along. You can turn off logos. You can give it a summary if you want. Type it in. You can use dynamic content and all this sort of stuff. It'll save as a web page with embedded files. Changes the image sizes. I'm just going to give this a go here, see what happens. Summary. This is my summary. See. Let's save. It's going to put it somewhere. I'm not going to put it in the cloud. I'll actually just put it in my desktop. Actually, yeah, desktop is. I'll put it actually in my downloads. Save. And it immediately, almost immediately, makes a report. They're not great. This is, we're in here, what are we, March 2025. I hear that they might be shifting this a bit, but for now, this is what we get. Just a report, and it gives us entities sort of to the nth degree, gives us sort of a summary of what everything's looking like, and so on and so forth. You can close these down as you go. So it's just a web page. If you go for original, it makes them quite big. Where did it go? There's one. So you can see what's happening. And I believe this one here is where we left it. So we have this arranged like where we left it at the closing of our interest, which is actually quite useful. So if you adjust all of these, it'll show the images as you had them. So for example, we left this in the safety factor state with this point here. Anyway, that's one way to make reports automatically. It does, one of the big things it does is gives you a bunch of images really quickly. So it saves you from taking a stack of screenshots. You can get in there, you can see your summary, and you can change all this sort of stuff. Anyway, there we go. Thanks for watching, and over to you.